Whenever we think of betel leaves, two things come to our mind, either the meetha pan or pujas. Who doesn't love having a meetha pan after their meals? And can a puja be complete without placing betel leaves? Today I am going to use this ingredient to make a rasam recipe. Welcome to Dakshin Curry. I love indulging in soups during monsoons. And today I am going to be making a rasam or a soup using betel leaf, which is a pretty unique ingredient. Let's see how to make this recipe. Firstly, switch on. And I am here using 2 tomatoes which I have pureed. I just want this to be a nice smooth soup, which is why I have pureed it. If you want to go by the traditional methods of making rasam, you can add it chopped. In goes a little bit of turmeric and some hing, which is dissolved in water. So after adding this, I'll add water around a cup and we'll allow this to come to a nice boil. Now as you can notice, I'm not adding any masalas. There is no rasam powder in this, but obviously you have to make some kind of flavoring for this rasam, which is why we are going to roast some spices. I have a tadka pan in which I'm going to dry roast some garlic. I'm also going to add some cumin seeds, and along with that a couple of red chillies. I'm also going to be adding some black pepper, so you just need to be careful on how many red chillies you are going to add, because again betel leaves is also kind of pungent, in flavor. I'm using crushed black pepper here. What you can do is you can add whole peppercorns also. Now we'll just dry roast this till the garlic just changes color a little, and in the meanwhile you just keep checking on your rasam. So our garlic is toasted, even the chilies are kind of charred. All we need to do is pulse it. So I have a mixie jar here. I'm going to transfer this. So now goes the main ingredient, that is betel leaf or Vetallai. Remove these stems. So I'm adding around 3 leaves. And now what we'll do is we will grind it. You want this to be like a nice coarse powder. Let me have a look. Okay, this is done. A really intense aroma of the betel leaf, and you might feel that this is such less powder. What I have ground is hardly a tablespoon and a half, but trust me, it's going to be more than enough. Now you can see that this mix is already ready, and if you look at the tomato mixture here, that is also reduced. So I'm going to add some more water. And along with that, I'm going to add this powder which we have just made. See? And now once you add this, you don't want to boil the rasam for a long time. Just want to simmer it till it gets a little frothy. At that point of time, switch off the flame. Mix. And if you feel that it's still a little thick, you can adjust the amount of water that you add, because you don't want a very pungent soup. And of course, salt. Now as you can see, this is starting to froth up. That's all you wanted to cook, not more than that. I'm just going to taste for salt. It's pretty sharp. I'm sure if anybody is down with a throat ache, this is going to do wonders. So because it's a little sharp, what do I do? First of all, switch off the flame. I make a small tadka using ghee and some curry leaves so that it will just tone down the sharpness of the betel leaf. Just allow this to melt, And in that, we'll add some curry leaves. Now what I'm doing is I'm just breaking it up and adding. If you don't want curry leaves to come in your mouth, you can sliver it really fine, or else you can also roast it along with the garlic and blend it when you're making the spice mix. So we'll just allow this to fry a little. So our curry leaves are fried. Switch off the flame. And now add it to your rasam. And that's all there is to this recipe. Your Vetallai Rasam is ready to serve. Just mix this once and enjoy the soup. Well, you know more than one ways of using betel leaf in your recipe. Instead of just using it for pan and for pujas, use it for rasams instead. If you have liked watching this experimental recipe, do click on the like, share and subscribe button.